Hey there, crazy kids. I am the good old gamer, and we're grooving with some more Minecraft. Today I'm going to show you a neat, nifty trick with my farm here that I made. This is just a demonstration farm, and originally I just had the two wheat farms for the demonstration, but then this little land area here looked like a smiley face with the uh, eyes being over here with these farms, so I made this area a melon farm. But anyways, here's the demonstration I'm going to show you. Now, these look like normal farmlands that you would have. Water, tilled soil, the crops growing on them. Plain and simple, easy to see. And they look all exactly identical, the same, essentially. The farmland itself is 5 by 5, and then there's, of course, one layer to get around. Just as kind of decoration. Now, normally, it's turning nighttime. Just to keep it day, I'm going to turn it back to day. Now, normally, you don't want to run around your crops willy-nilly because it'll destroy your crops. If you just go randomly walking on your crops, it'll destroy them, and, well, that's not terribly a good thing. See, watch. I'm just walking around. I'm not using sneak or anything like that, and you'll notice my crops are getting destroyed right here bit by bit. I'm not destroying them or anything, I'm just walking around, and as I walk around, farmland gets destroyed. Which is why you never want to walk on your crops, and you don't want to let animals walk on your crops and that sort of thing, right? Right. Well, let's go over to this farm and do the same thing. And it's magical, you'll notice. The crops are not breaking down. They're not falling apart. They're not going back to regular dirt. Why? Well, pay attention to the game sounds for just a second. That might give you the first clue. You see, farms that are planted on top of fences don't get trampled when you or anybody else or anything else walks on them. They're perfectly safe, and I don't know why this is, but this is how it is. See, I'll show you. Perfectly identical farms, you wouldn't tell the difference. This one has fences underneath. Every block that the tilled soil is on is fence. There's one block in the middle that's holding up the water, but otherwise it's fence. And it goes all the way around. And no matter what walks on it, whether it's you, other people in a multiplayer server, or animals, it's not going to trample your wheat. So, this leads to other farm designs. Because, of course, if it can't trample your wheat, then you don't necessarily need to put your farm in a greenhouse, or in a barn, or whatever, in a building, underground, to protect it. The only thing you would have to worry about protecting it from would be creeper explosions, pretty much. So yeah, and keep in mind that this is for Minecraft 1.8, and I don't know if it's been able to do this before or not, but it may get fixed in later updates, like 1.9 or something, so just keep that in mind. But it is a useful tip. It'll lead to a bunch more farm designs, I would imagine. Now, I found this out through the Fool's House server. Somebody on the Fool's House server made the public wheat farm, and they used fences like this in order to keep it from being trampled by everybody. Because, of course, on a multiplayer server, you can't necessarily trust everybody to know how to sneak on crops and that sort of thing. And the tilled soil will still stay here even with an automatic wheat farm using water. If you have water pour over it to get all the wheat, the tilled soil will still stay there. You just have to go back and plant it. It also makes planting for an automatic wheat farm easier because you don't have to worry about sneaking the entire time. You can just go willy-nilly, as long as there's fences underneath. So there you go. I thought that would be a very handy tip for you guys. And you can either leave the fences out as a design option, or like me, you can just hide it like that. Nobody will know the difference, other than when they walk on it and they hear that they're walking on wood, which is the telltale sign of if you're on a fence. And of course, this here is just regular dirt underneath like any other farm. Wasn't too picky about that. And of course, the farm gets destroyed the more you trample on it. Right, so here's a a melon farm. These are all watermelons. I could have put in pumpkins, but whatever. Now, there's the melon. Whoops, and I destroyed that by accident because I'm in case you haven't noticed by now, I'm in creative mode. Which means I destroy everything with a single hit. My bad. Now, unfortunately, you saw I took the melon off and it made the tilled soil back to regular dirt. Unfortunately, even though I have a fence underneath that, that doesn't stop that from happening. So you will, for your melons, you will have to re-till the ground that your melons land on. But as long as you have fences underneath, you can't ruin the tilled soil here either. And you can't ruin your planted melon seeds or stalks or whatever you want to call them. But over here you can, because over here die, sheep. See, over here you can walk on these because these don't have fences on this side, and you destroy the tilled soil. But over here I made this all fences, so it protects your farms that way. Anyways, I'm going to call it good for this video. I thought I'd just put this tip out there because I didn't know about it until just a couple days ago. Again, when I was on the Fool's House server, and the public farm had this little design. Oops, sorry about that. Stupid phone call. Of course, has to interrupt my video. Anyways, as I was saying, I only found this out through being on the Fool's House server, so I didn't happen to know about it. Hopefully, you guys have a new tip now. I don't know how many people actually know about this. Maybe it's a popular tip and I'm just not in the know, but there you go. Now you know how to keep your farms safe from trampling. Just put fences underneath the farmed soil, and you'll be good to go. Like I said, this is for beta 1.8. Future updates may change this if Notch finds out about it. I don't know. Maybe it's an unintended feature. I don't know, but just thought I'd share it with you guys. So thanks for watching, boys and girls. I am the Good Old Gamer. This has been another random Groovin' with Minecraft video, giving you guys another tip on your farming. Bye for now.